Hi, thanks for joining us today. I'm Shevawn Akers, 2nd District Council Member. Today we are here to talk about the historic house and garden tour here in the Northside neighborhood. And joining me first is Pete Cassidy, longtime resident.
Hi, Shevawn.
Hi,
All
Pete.
Right, nice to have you over here.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the neighborhood itself, the Northside neighborhood, the history of it, the homes here, and
Well, the Northside neighborhood is the oldest neighborhood organization in the city of Lexington. It was founded in 1961 by people who lived in this area. And by this area, I think Ava a little bit later will tell you exactly what the boundaries are. It was actually started, one of the main impetus of starting the Northside Neighborhood Association. New Circle Road had already been built partly, but the trucks, it was much quicker for the trucks to come straight down 68 Broadway or go straight out Main Street instead of going around New Circle Road. So we had 18-wheelers up and down Broadway. I mean, it lined up just one after the other and coming down 6th Street, right here where we are, to go to Jefferson Street and down Jefferson Street. And it was really formed pretty much to get this trucks to use the truck lane on New Circle Road. But it's been an active organization. We meet monthly. We have done so pretty much the entire time it has been formed since 1961. We have always had somewhere between 15 and 20 or 25 board members. We try to have them throughout the neighborhood, so each area of the neighborhood is represented on the board. The Northside Tour is of Homes and Gardens is something we've done every 2 years. There's been a period of time where we kind of let it slide a little bit that we shouldn't have, but we've started it up again, and it's usually a very popular function in the neighborhood.
what is the date for the event this year?
This year it's May 17th, Sunday, May 17th.
Sunday.
I think it's from 12 to 5 in the afternoon. We're hoping for good weather, of course. But we think it'll be an opportunity for a lot of the people in Lexington to see very, very unique residential and a business or two, maybe a church or two, structures in this area. Very few people remember, well, no one remembers, but very few people realize that when many of these houses were built, there was no electricity, there was no water. These windows in Jim's house where we stand now, and in most of the houses, were built on the job site. These were not prefabricated in someone's workshop and then trucked here. They were built right here on the site. So there's some things, carriage houses, I mean, you know, the driveways weren't for cars. They were for horses and buggies. And a lot of people kind of forget that, and kind of forget about the unique nature of the structures that are in this area.
That's great. And I know that you have, you know, new and old. Has your house ever been featured on the tour?
Actually, I have only lived over here 45 years. I live on West 3rd Street. And I honestly do not think that my house has ever been on the tour. I'm embarrassed to say that because I've been president several times. I've been on the board a number of times. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that, but my wife and I seem to have a disagreement on whether or not it should be on the tour.
It should be featured.
It's too much work.
Well, it is, and that's one of the, I guess, interesting things is that you find businesses, churches, and homeowners who are, you know, interested in fixing up their property, sprucing them up, and getting them ready for 700 people. Is that how many you had last year?
We had 2 years ago, which was the last
yes.
tour. We had about 700. It was a great turnout. It was a beautiful afternoon and a great turnout. And I think everyone that came really enjoyed what they saw. It's a situation, you'll get a program, and you know, you can stay in one little area, or there's you know, it's not so many that you can't hit them all if you want to do that. But if you want to pick out certain structures and go visit them, you're certainly welcome to do that.
Right, so it's self-guided tour,
That's right.
right? And you can just pick and choose.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
All right, and again, the date is Sunday, May 17th.
Sunday, May 17th.
From noon to 5.
And we hope to have lots of Lexington's finest to come out and see our homes.
Great.
Okay.
All right, well, thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Shevawn. Appreciate it.
And joining us now is Ava Ensman, chair of the 2015 Historic House and Garden Tour. Hi, Ava.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us a little bit about how many houses on the tour and gardens and how you got involved.
We have 13 properties on this year's tour, and it's a lovely, wonderful diversity. We have 4 homes, then 4 homes and gardens. 1 garden, which actually also features a chicken coop, then a church, a business, and then the mounted police stables, as well as Old Morrison, both the chapel and the crypt. So it's a very fun, kind of diverse tour we have this year.
Yes, very diverse. So tell us a little bit about how the houses were selected or the properties were selected for the tour.
We beg and plead. Basically, we ask our neighbors and who's interested in opening up their homes and gardens. So the Northside neighborhood is actually a fairly large neighborhood. We go from 2nd Street all the way up to the railroad, kind of a little bit past 7th. Then from more or less Newtown Pike, where once again the railroad, and then to Limestone.
Yes,
so in that area, we have lots of micro neighborhoods, and we rely on a lot of the board members to try to ask their neighbors if they're interested in being on the year's tour.
How large is your board?
We currently have 18 members on the board.
And so they're all just residents of the neighborhood association and I guess are interested in sharing. And so the point of the tour is just to let people see a taste, if you will, of the Northside neighborhood. Yes,
and the tour is the main fundraising event for the Northside Neighborhood Association.
Okay.
And it funds projects that the Neighborhood Association does for the neighborhood. Some of past projects have included renovating Harrison Elementary School playground, helping the fire department with some of their blinds and shades, doing a grant program with front porches, then fixing up a house on Miller Street, trying to help preserve some other homes that were slated for demolition in the north side. So lots of projects. There's a park down at 5th and Broadway that the Northside Neighborhood Association maintains. So this is traditionally it happens once every 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So the last one was in 2013, and that was very successful. We had approximately 700 visitors come, and we're hoping for another successful event this year. And please keep all fingers crossed for great weather.
Yeah, that's important.
Because it's a rain or shine event. So doors for the homes and gardens will be open regardless.
Regardless, good to know. Tell us a little bit about the age of each of the properties. Or what's the oldest? Are there new properties, old properties?
The oldest home that we have on the tour this year just celebrated its 200th anniversary last year, so it's 201 years old.
Wow.
It's off of Bel Air, and I think a lot of people would be kind of surprised that it's even there because it sits back kind of far from the street. So that's the oldest one that's on our tour this year. Most of the homes are probably late 1800s, like 1890s, around 1900. The newest house that we have on the tour is actually from 2008 on Miller Street, and that was part of a redevelopment project, new townhomes. It's kind of behind the apiary.
Right, off Jefferson.
Yes.
Yes.
And I guess one of the older structures also is St. Peter Claver Church. Their structure was 1875, and they've recently completed renovation and then addition on the backside, which is larger than the existing structure, but they were able to renovate the front structure, which is 1875, and that will be open. And they just moved into the new section.
Oh, great! So
like
people
2 months ago.
Tour the new
and the old.
Great.
Yes,
that's great. So tell us a little bit about where folks can get tickets, how much are tickets, and all the logistics.
Tickets for adults are $20.
Okay.
For children, $5, and 4 and under are free. There are 4 ways to get tickets. You can purchase tickets from a Northside Neighborhood Association board member.
Okay.
You can buy them online And our website is northsidelex.com. And then you would click on the event, Historic House and Garden Tour, and there are PayPal button on there.
Okay.
You click on it and purchase your tickets in advance. And that's actually the only way that you can purchase with credit card. So if that's important, then go ahead and do that via the website.
Good to know.
Then we'll also be present at the farmers market the day before, so that's Saturday, May 16th. And we'll have a table there so you can come up and purchase tickets then, or the day of the event. The day of the event, we have 2 ticket site locations. One will be on Transy's campus at the Glen Building, which is right next to Old Morrison. And then the second site is at West 6 Brewing. So, and ticket sales start at 11:30, half an hour before the tour, let's say, opens. So
Yes,
doors
what are
open.
the hours of the tour?
The tour itself is noon to 5 on
Okay.
that Sunday, but ticket sales are from 11:30 to 4:30. So we stop selling about half an hour prior.
Sure, sure. And last year you said you had 700 folks through the door, including children and everyone?
Yep,
Yeah, that's great. Well, I wish you lots of success this year, and thanks so much for joining us.
thank you.
Joining me now, I have Jim Wickers, resident here on West 6th Street, and whose home will be featured on the Historic House and Garden Tour. Hi, Jim.
Hello.
First of all, can you tell us a little bit about your house here on 6th Street and the age and history around it?
It was built sometime in the 1890s by a clerk at a hardware store downtown on Main Street. And it's had several different people over the years. I'm probably about the 6th owner. I've been here 30 years. The mayor of Lexington lived here for a little while. Transylvania owned the property for a while.
Which mayor?
Yancey?
Okay.
That's how you pronounce it. Might be Yancey, I don't know. Anyway, I've basically gone through the house one time, painting and remodeling,
Okay.
and so it's been a 30-year project for me.
Right. And is it your first time participating in the tour, or have you been involved before?
I've had it on the tour twice before, so this will be the 3rd time.
Okay. And why do you feel like it's important to open your home to complete strangers for us Sunday afternoon?
I just always enjoyed the tours myself, just to show people, you know, the older homes and the architects, not like suburbia where they're all cookie cutters.
Mm-hmm.
These were all very unique homes.
Right.
And they were, you know, grand homes. And I think it's good that people see it and appreciate the architecture and just what downtown has to offer.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. And I look forward to meeting you or seeing your house completely on Sunday.
All righty.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And for more information on the Historic House and Garden Tour here in the Northside Neighborhood Association, visit northsidelex.com. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Shevawn Akers, 2nd District Council Member. See you next time.